Hello and welcome back. You're watching Tales of Gear. I'm Tom and today I'm talking about this M16A1. So let's get started. Today it's about the upper alone. I will get into that in a few minutes. I'd like to share the story with you how I got this one. So 3 years back I was about to decide to switch from IAGs to gbbrs, and after making the decision I was looking for a second-hand one because new ones were pretty expensive, and the GMP wok I wanted was actually sold out everywhere. Got lucky, a guy from Germany was selling one, and we made a deal. The gun arrived, I was super happy. But once I've started using it and testing it, turns out it had some issues. First off, I had to fix the full auto. In Germany it's not allowed, so I needed to change out the part to make it run full auto again. The magazine Pro-Win was working okay at the start, but after a while there were also some issues. Well, that kind of ruined the excitement a little, but then I started looking into the internals, externals, and I've noticed some differences in comparison to the pictures I've been seeing from the GMP wok. And I got lucky. Turns out this one here isn't GMP alone. It is actually a, as they call it, limited edition GMP Prime M16A1, or short they call it the Bomber version. That's a $800 gun, I think. It's limited edition, they're not made anymore, and you can find them only second-hand. So I got pretty lucky on that. The receiver, upper and lower, is prime. Well, it's 1-to-1 to the real one, so that's pretty cool. The markings are great, the government M16A1 markings. I've decided not to go crazy on upgrading it. I wanted to keep it as stock as possible, but exception were the externals. Because it has this nice upper and lower, I've decided to go with some real steel parts, external parts, to make it look even better. Well, let's get into the upper, and I will tell you what I've done to it to make it look a little bit better. Back in a sec. And I'm back. A nice view of it from the top. I will go firstly over the parts that are here. So we have the standard GMP birdcage flash hider, steel outer barrel GMP, real steel front side, real steel handguard cap, real steel handguards, triangular, GMP delta ring, prime upper, real steel charging handle. I come to that a little bit later. We have the Crusader steel bolt carrier group. We have real steel gas tube, and the rest, all the other small parts, are actually GMP, okay, and prime, of course. So here's the other view of it. The nice C on the front side post, and I've done some markings on the barrel to make it more realistic. Well, this is made by hand. I know it should be a little bit deeper, but that's the best I could get it. The real steel gas tube. So initially it came with all the stock parts, stock furniture, and I've managed to get my hands on some real steel parts, as you see. All that makes it a little bit more realistic, and with time, with some spare parts from my other project of the M653 model, I've simply used these spare parts to kind of upgrade my M16A1. For example, the Crusader bolt carrier group, and also I'm using GHK magazines for both the M16A1 and the M653. So the charging handle was prime one, but I did some mistakes in assembling it without some buffers here for the charging handle, and when the steel bolt was slamming into it, it actually broke. So I've got a real steel one that fits perfectly without any modifications. The hop-up chamber and barrel are all stock, didn't change that, works nice. So if you have any questions about such a build, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them, and see you in the next video about the lower. There will be much more to say about it. Thanks for watching, like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.